Hey everybody! We got some good news. Today's a day that makes me feel good, that lets me know why I do these sorts of things. It's the kind of day where after you've gotten some crushing defeats, which we have recently, by the way. For instance, if you look at what happened just a couple of days ago, where the Department of Justice said that the deal that the Florida prosecutors gave Jeffrey Epstein is, am I not live? I am live. It looks that way. It looks like it's frozen for some reason over on my dashboard. Very odd. However, we're going to just keep moving on. So, folks, here's the deal. These court cases are in a multitude of court cases. It's not just one case, right? So one of the defamation cases is finally going to have the documents unsealed. So check it out. Court to unseal up to 2,000 pages of Jeffrey Epstein related court documents. This is absolutely huge. Huge. A huge ruling today, guys. I can't tell you once again how excited I really am, because I'm super excited. This is the one of the biggest moments out there. And who knows what we're going to see, but it is going to be some really interesting stuff here. So let's go over the news. We actually have the court decision. We're going to read some of that document here. But basically, this stems from a 2014, really 2015, because it was at the tail end of 2014, suit brought by Virginia Guffrey Roberts and another Jane Doe. So let's read, first of all, Cernovich, You know what, guys? There we go. Finally. Oh, I was worried I wasn't broadcasting over here. I couldn't see myself live. Cernovich said he got a major court win today, and he's constantly in this. Dershowitz is in this. And then, of course, the Miami Herald, who's done amazing work, is in this. So, once again, this is not the case being reopened. Epstein faces no new charges. So what does this mean? This means that people like myself and you out there that care about these documents have an opportunity to look at them and then expose them to the world. I often get asked, Jason, why do you do this? Well, it's for moments like this. If the courts won't take action, the people will. And finally, on behalf of the people, some of these documents, 2,000 plus of these documents, are finally going to be revealed to the public. Finally going to be revealed to the public. Wow. So check it out. We're going to read it right now. Just a little small portion. I think it's like 25 or 26 pages. On December 30th, 2014, two additional unnamed victims, one of whom has a now self-identified as plaintiff appellant Virginia Guffrey, petitioned to join the CVRA case. That's the Crimes Victims' Rights Act. Let's see. These petitioners include in the filings not only description of sexual abuse by Epstein, but also new allegations of abuse by several other prominent individuals, including numerous prominent American politicians, powerful business executives, foreign presidents, a well-known prime minister, and other world leaders. As well as Dershowitz, who wanted these documents out there. A longtime member of the Harvard Law School faculty who had worked on Epstein's legal defense, and of course, defendant appellant Ghislaine, I'm not sure how you say it, Maxwell. Dershowitz moved to intervene, seeking to strike the outrageous and impertinent allegations made against him, and to request a show cause order to the attorneys that may have made them, exercising its authority to strike from a pleading and insufficient defense or any redundant, immaterial, impertinent, or scandalous matter on its own. The Florida District Court, sua sponte, struck all allegations against additional parties from the pleadings, including those against Dershowitz, and therefore denied Dershowitz's motion as moot. The stricken allegations, however, quickly found their way into the press. So in other words, a deal was cut. Most of the allegations were struck. We were not able to see these documents, and now this lawsuit to bring these documents forward has gone through. And now they're acknowledging that the stricken allegations made big media waves. The stricken allegations, however, quickly found their way into the press, and several media outlets published articles repeating Guffrey's accusations. In response to the allegations on January 3rd, 2015, Maxwell's publicist issued a press statement declaring that Guffrey's allegations against Ghislaine Maxwell were untrue and that her claims are obvious lies. On September 21st, 2015, Guffrey filed the underlying action against Maxwell in the Southern District Court of New York. Guffrey alleged that Maxwell had defamed her through this and other public statements. Apparently she had, because they're releasing the documents. Think about how long all this takes. This was in September of 2015. It's almost 4 years ago. Years go by. In the initial lawsuit of Epstein, where he sued Bradley Edwards, who was representing Guffrey, Bradley Edwards had to sue him, had to do a countersuit, get that suit dropped, and then wait another 9 years before it went to court. And when it went to court, what happened? What happened? Well, the morning that they were selecting jurors, Epstein decided, you know what, I'm just going to plea this down. We're gonna make an arrangement. I'm going to sign a statement. I'm going to give him an undisclosed amount of money. I'd rather not have all of these hearings and trials, and I wouldn't want a jury to hear what this case has to offer. Extensive and hard-fought discovery followed. Due to the volume of sealing requests filed during the discovery, on August 9, 2016, the district court entered a sealing order that effectively ceded control of the sealing process to the parties themselves. The sealing order disposed of the requirement that the parties file individual letter briefs to request sealing and prospectively granted all of the parties. So in other words, they made it sealed in a way that somebody just couldn't say, well, I want to see these. Let's unseal them. No, they had to go to court to sue for them. In total, 167 documents, nearly 1/5 of the docket, were filed under seal. These sealed documents include inter alia, motions to compel discovery, motions for sanctions, and adverse inferences, motions in limine, and similar material. On January 6, 2017, Maxwell filed a motion for summary judgment. So, in other words, the judgment comes in. The parties submitted their memoranda of law and supporting exhibits contesting this motion under seal. On March 22nd, 2017, the district court denied the motion in a heavily redacted 76-page opinion. Hopefully we're going to get all of that unredacted as well. Once again, the entire summary judgment record, including the unredacted version of the district court opinion denying summary judgment, remained under seal. This is now 2+ years ago. On May 24, 2017, Maxwell and Guffrey executed a settlement agreement, and the case was closed the next day. So that agreement sealed these documents. So motions to intervene and unseal. Now, the people that did this, Dershowitz is one of them, okay? Michael Cernovich is one of them. And then the Miami Herald and reporter Julie Brown are the other parties. And they're named a bunch in the very beginning here. You can see it. There's Julie Brown. Here's Ghislaine. Here's Virginia. If I scroll down a little bit more, you'll see, I believe, Cernovich coming up. Here he is, Dershowitz, Cernovich, and the Miami Herald Company. So once again, we're going to get these documents. It's happening. And you know what's going to have to happen? You're going to have to happen. What do you mean, Jason? Well, you're going to have to happen. I can't go through all 2,000 of these documents, okay? I can go through a bunch of them. I'm going to be going through a bunch of them. Stay tuned to this channel. If you're new to this channel right now, now's the time to subscribe, because the moment that these things hit the web and someone knows where they are and they send them to me on a DM, we're going to be going through them live on air, 100%. 100%. We're going to see the names named. We're going to hear the allegations against the prominent politicians, the former prime minister, the executives, the Holly weirdos. It's happening. And look, again, it's absolutely horrific that this Department of Justice refused to reopen that case. Well, we know why. First of all, Bill Barr, the Attorney General, recused himself of everything Epstein during his confirmation hearings. Sass asked him the question about it, and he juggled around that question. Even said, well, everybody's kind of treating it like a hot potato. And then you have Labor Secretary Acosta, also in the Trump administration. And he's been grilled twice now by Catherine Clark and Federico Wilson about the Epstein case, in which he said he presented evidence to a grand jury and they recommended no jail time. Is that even believable? I don't know that it is. And I don't know that if any of these documents that are getting unsealed will talk about that. I hope they do. I hope we get a much better insight. But the bottom line is, it's going to be up to you out there and all you people calling yourself independent journalists. Let's see how independent you are. Let's see how journalistic you are. Let's see if you'll go beyond the headlines and start doing some deep dives into these things like other researchers. Okay? Because it needs to happen. I'm just one human being. I'm far from perfect. But I can tell you right now, I'm going into these documents like a goddamn velociraptor. I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to dig hard. I'm going to expose what I need to. All right, we already know that Epstein's still giving out money to all sorts of charities. Oh, including Elton John's charity, by the way. We've done this. We've gone over it. We've shown you the documentation. We refuse to let this issue go because it can't go. Because it's not just Epstein and his cronies. This is a global network of the very worst kind of people. The type of people that serially abuse children and ruin their lives. Period. That's it. Enough said about that, folks. If you enjoy what I do, and I hope you enjoy what I do, what I need you to do is hit that subscribe button, join the Burmis Brigade, thumbs this video up, and share it. This is video 4 for the day. We're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos a day sometimes, because these are the actual issues that matter, period. I can't stress this enough. This isn't about right or left, liberal or conservative. The Jeffrey Epstein issue especially goes far beyond the lines of party politics. So if you care about real news, you want to see interviews with people like James Corbett, Richard Andrew Grove, Robbie Martin, and others, you want a perspective that's not going to pander to one side of the political aisle, now's the time to come on over. I appreciate all your support. We're doing this one way. We're doing this through GoFundMe. We're on day 17. We're almost halfway there. So we got to gain a little ground if we want to hit that 5K goal. But I'm going to be working it. I'm going to be going hard, guys. And if there's news you want me to cover, leave it in the comments. Let me know. And I will see you all on the flip side. Thank you so much.